Hey, it is exactly 9 a.m. on March, what, 2nd, 3rd? 3rd, 2021. Welcome to MoleHill News. I'm Todd. This is not financial advice. It's hopefully educational. Perhaps it's entertaining, but yeah, it's just a dude reading numbers. So, yeah. All right. Let's get to it. We always look at the top 10 by market cap. Let's get through it. Bitcoin's pushing up over 50 grand at 51.2. Let's see. In first place, obviously, Ethereum's at 1.6K. Cardano's in third at $1.24. Binance is in fourth at 247.24. Tether is in fifth place there. Polkadot is 37.59. In sixth place, XRP. In seventh place is XRP at 45 cents. Litecoin at 192.20 in eighth place. Chainlink 3106 in ninth place, and Bitcoin Cash rounding out the top 10 at 536.74. And that's hit the 24 hours. Who's moving the fastest? Energy Web Token is up 33%. XEM is at 12%. Those have been the top two the last couple times we checked. Ocean Protocol up 20%. Basic Attention has been up last time we checked 18%. So it's up to what, 67 cents now. Engine Coin we've been seeing on here for a while. I know I skipped one, but yeah, Engine Coin's starting to fall off. So there you go. Let's look at Bitcoin itself here. So since we last talked, it was about 11 hours ago. We've seen a 4.3% increase. As you guys see here, we did a nice big push right through 50 grand. Like I was saying last night, I suppose. When you see this like steady climb, as soon as we hit 50 here, obviously that triggered some FOMO, so some people bought in. We had a big ass candle there for 5 minutes. And then you see that general rise, and then a fucking bunch more FOMO at 51. So obviously that caught people's attention. Yeah. So let's see here. Let's look at the cloud and see how it looks. Okay. Well, conversion line's under baseline, so looks like we have some downward pressure. They're both flat. Lagging indicator is it's like right amongst all that shit, and it's pointed up. But we're trading inside the cloud. The cloud's known for being unreliable when the trading action is happening inside. In fact, the charts that I learned for how to read the cloud just say "do not trade." That's just all they say. Do not trade. Uncertain. So yeah, this is no one really knows what I don't know. I guess the indicator is the least useful in this configuration when the price action is inside the cloud. Bollinger Bands are pretty tight, widening just a little bit, so probably a little bit of sideways motion inbound. And the EMAs were all primed for upward momentum up until just I don't know what's that, 3 hours ago. It looks like our fastest moving EMA dipped through two of the others, and it's coming back up now. It actually looks like it's about to pop back up on top. But yeah, the cloud looks pretty uncertain, so maybe the EMA looks somewhat positive, so maybe we'll pop out on the top of the cloud. I wouldn't be surprised if we broke back down through the 50,000 mark. Wouldn't blow my mind or anything, but I'd be willing to bet that it just kind of stays above 50 for a little bit and catches some breath before it takes a run at 55 or 60 or anything else. So let's get to some news. Genslinger hearing. So just yesterday or the day before, we talked about this hearing being a good thing for crypto, and now someone's over here fucking sounding an alarm for it being a problem. I don't know. As elicited by Jeremy Hogan, a popular attorney in the XRP community. I guess this is this dude's analysis of it, of the hearing. So, okay. This is Mr. Gesslinger's answer at some point. I will work with fellow commissioners to promote new innovation, but also at the core, make sure for investor protection. If something were a security, for instance, it comes under the securities law, it comes under the SEC. Seems pretty reasonable. He's describing that if it's our jurisdiction, we'll worry about it. I think that's pretty straightforward. According to Hogan, this will mean that he will treat blockchains and distributed ledger technology. I don't know what I was talking about last night, and I couldn't remember what DLT was for in that car article. It's distributed ledger technology. Like any other company or security, putting them in old pigeonholes. Specifically, Gesslinger responded, blah, 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 new technologies, principles, blah, blah, blah. So, like, I feel like Mr. Hogan or whatever this dude's name is putting on the most scary face he can on these answers. Let's continue because I feel like the ending of it really like jumps to some conclusions. A senator from Wyoming. It's notable that they have Ripple is they're big on crypto and Ripple is recently registered there and blah blah. He said that the SEC has been a black hole for progress, and so Gesslinger sidestepped the question on how they can help blockchain companies, instead referring again to investor protection. So, I mean, like, I don't know. I guess that he's just really going to emphasize protecting, like, the individual American investors. And, like, wouldn't you want him to? Like, that's literally his job. So, I mean, I guess he should have addressed the question from the senator a little bit more directly. But, I mean, what's he supposed to... I don't know. I don't think it's as alarmist as homie's making it out to be. But so he's saying here now, like, he's been saying it for years now. We couldn't hear it. I don't know what he's saying. According to Gesslinger, according to this dude, Gesslinger's saying that the SEC is going to scare companies into compliance and it's going to be through litigation. But we've seen that with Ripple, but where else have we seen that? So I don't really understand. Like, it happened once, and the teeth they already seem to be getting pulled out of that lawsuit anyway. So I don't even know what he's worried about. The SEC's been stretching the definition of what a security is, including everything, including Ethereum. I don't think anyone's talked about Ethereum as a security. I don't know what he's talking about. He singled out Bitcoin as a non-security, but didn't mention Ethereum. So what? He's talking to senators. They don't know what the fuck Ethereum is. They barely know what the fuck Bitcoin is. All right, get the fuck out of here. I think this is sensationalism. I clicked on it because I was like, Ethereum, the target. So I thought someone like was actually talking about that. I don't know. This is some alarmist garbage. I shouldn't have even perpetuated it now that I'm thinking about it. I don't know. It's a bunch of fucking hypothesis, dude. There's no real... Anyway. Nah. Dan Larimer, I don't know. His new project is another attempt at decentralized social media. It is going to be a mobile-first decentralized social media platform that has features like personal messaging via text and video, publishing content, followers, and having Discord, like chat rooms. He cited file sharing protocols like interplanetary file sharing protocol, something like that, as good examples of decentralized networks. And they do mean that. IFPS is designed to like send files to the space station and eventually to Mars. Well, I guess not eventually. I think that's what they're using to send packets to the Mars rover and back and forth. So they do mean IPFS. Yeah. Okay. A framework that allows building high performance apps on the web. Okay. That's because they're worried about recent actions by Google, Amazon, and Apple that have demonstrated that we cannot rely on app stores and hosting providers to distribute our applications and content. So looking to be free from big tech, they're just trying to make this decentralized, and that means that for them it's going to be web-based. They're not going to distribute like an actual software side of things, because when you're worried about getting into the smartphone market, it's too difficult to expect users to work around the App Store and get APKs and stuff like that on their phones. That feels to them like they're going to expose themselves to security risks, and they are. So instead of even fighting the App Store, like you saw Parler, get shut down, they're going to end up doing like a web-based thing. So, and apparently within the web-based thing, it'll be operating as if an OS, Clarion OS. He clarified that there will be no tokens associated with the project's base functionality. So that's kind of nice to hear, because it just seems like people create tokens that are solutions in search of a problem a lot of times. So it's nice to hear that for this company that they're like, yeah, I don't know, we don't need a token. We're going to have plenty of crypto stuff on our site as it is. We don't need to add another token. So the announcement was met with some skepticism due to his perceived history of abandoning projects. He has two more in the past that we'll get to down here. It was interesting to note that the project he did leave did not fare well afterwards. Steemit being acquired by Tron in a rocky and controversial deal. That's Justin Sun, one of the villains of the crypto world that we talk about. While EOS is currently struggling against newer competitors in terms of adoption. I don't think there's a lot of competitors in this space. I don't think most people know what Steemit is. I don't think Steemit is very intuitive or works very well. I don't think Block One. I don't think most people. I just don't see like your average person being even very aware of these platforms. So, I mean, I don't know about that struggling against like what against who else? Like who else is in that space? I don't know if it's against newer competitors. I think it's just a lack of people being aware that there is alternatives to Facebook, that people are trying to make alternatives to Facebook and stuff. So, yep. I need to get more into that. So hopefully we'll get some more content onto those kinds of sites and move away from the big ones. But for now, we're on Facebook. Brave is acquiring a search engine for alternatives to Google search. It's a company called Tailcat. Blah blah. Enable private, transparent surfing. Currently, you can use private search inside of Brave, but apparently it's either built by, relies on results from big tech. I don't know about the relies on, so I suppose maybe DuckDuckGo submits your search and then brings you back your results, and they like are a proxy so that Google doesn't track you as an individual. Maybe I'm just guessing. If it's saying it relies on search results, perhaps that's what it's doing. Tailcat is built on top of completely independent indexes and does not collect IP addresses or personal data to improve search results. So I suppose what they're saying there is it does not rely on big tech. So very good. And this is just a really shorty, and I'm out of here. Non-fungible tokens we've talked about a bit. I'm not going to go too much into it, just to say that they're the one of a kind tokens that are useful for art or for video games and stuff like that. That would be the blue line here. So you're seeing the search results for NFT, come and go over time, but they're taking over XRP, Bitcoin Cash, and Litecoin. No, it's not Bitcoin, it's Bitcoin Cash, but it's these are top coins in the top 10 or top 5, even depending on the day. I think top 10. And here is NFT, a relatively new thing that's not a single coin in particular, but a type of token that is like a subcoin. That's overtaking those search terms. So that's big news. Yeah. I'm going to get out of here. Thank you for dropping in, as always. And I will chat with everyone later tonight. Oh, I'm going to make a video about this. Blocks 100% synced. Cardano, Deadless Wallet. Ooh, this is really interesting. So this is what I want to do. I want you guys to hang on. I'm going to put this video up in a couple hours. I'm going to switch gears to Cardano now.